The structure faces west. This is the water meter. It's in the parkway. It's in the parkway between the front curb and the front sidewalk, where it should be. This is a sprinkler system check valve, assumedly. It's not supposed to be here. But it's okay for this to be here. And if we look inside of here, maybe we can and maybe we can't. But this is a digital meter. It's kind of difficult to read like an analog meter. All I'm required to do is identify where your meter is, and it is here in the parkway. But I do not notice that there's been any change in the amount of gallons since I looked at it. You can look at the time date on 2 still images. Right there, I don't know if you can see inside those bushes and stuff, but that is a valve that does not belong to you. The meter, this valve belongs to the municipality, the water company, the city, call it what you will. Okay, and then anything past the water meter is yours. So what I'm looking for past the water meter, what I'm looking for, see if I can go in here, find any special tools, is I'm looking for the main water shutoff valve to the house. And I'm just not seeing one. I come up here where I would expect to see one, because I'm in a discovery phase here. And I look up and I look around and I try to pay attention, and lo and behold, what do we have? This is the main water shutoff valve, I believe. Reach inside here and grab me some poison ivy. There's the main water shutoff valve, and it's lined with gravel. It's just the way I love it. See that handle? Parallel is on, perpendicular is off. See that handle? I'm not turning it. One, not required to, but sometimes I do. But when they're rusted like that, the odds are just too great that that's going to break off in my hand. If it breaks off in my hand, because I have an emergency, then I go out to the meter, turn the water off there where I'm not supposed to. Then I go inside and fix whatever it was that caused me to come out here and try to turn the water off to the house. And after I get that fixed, then I dig this up and replace this. So until this is replaced, you might be better off doing it incorrectly and using the meter valve instead of this valve, which does not look to be when those handles are rusty like that, you just don't buy a new handle. It'd be nice if you did, but that's not the way they sell them. That's not how they get you. They get you. So there it is. I'm going rolling around here. I'm going to roll around to the north side of the house. It's the closest exterior bib faucet to the meter, which is behind those little cactus things right there. I don't know what they are. I do. They're all over my house. I spent 10 days walking between them out in West Texas. So I ought to know what those are. You'd think I would. This is the closest, and we're looking for no more than 80 psi. And we got a little bit of a leak on our valve stem. That's pretty common. Doesn't make it right. Got about 70 psi. We're supposed to let that set for a little bit, so we'll do that. We'll come back and we'll get that. So we'll keep speaking this stuff. Okay, we're going to kind of roll in the order of the report, if I can possibly do that. These are, and it's impossible, these are your main water shutoff, these are your main sewer cleanouts. You got a double cleanout. Sometimes if they're loose, I like to take a peek inside. Peekaboo! And see, that one goes that way, so you don't have any dead spots in between it. Well, that was just all kinds of jollies. Look at there. Look there. And that one goes the other way. And the reason why you have a double clean out in those two different directions is because if you have a problem over here, you put the snake, the rotor rooter, the auger, call it what you will, you put it in there, and it slides in there, removes Timmy the turd, and then everything goes downhill. It's wonderful. you got a problem a little farther out there, then you remove this one, put the snake, the auger, the rotor-rooter, call it what you will, and runs out there and removes Timmy the turd, and then everything goes out that way. And you don't have any dead spots in between. And what is this mysterious thing? Well, he's mysterious. This is your your swimming pool filter backwash drain line. And it goes in the city like it's supposed to. And everything is fine like it's supposed to. It's where it's supposed to be. It's a vacuum breaker. But look at here. It goes all the way inside. So if you got sewer that's backing up in here, it can siphon through here and go back into your swimming pool, and you can swim in sewer water. That's a sewer water siphon pump. No, you're supposed to have an air gap between the edge and the filter. That's what you're supposed to have. You should have that. You don't have that. That's wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. Easy to fix. It's PVC. Easy to fix. Coming on along. And we'll go to and speak to, that was our sewer, that was our swimming pool. And do the landscaping. Because we're landscapers. Oh, this is where the gas enters the house. This is the west, this is the south wall here. All this piping should have been painted, should have been sealed where it goes into the wall. Yeah, this is no way you can stay. This is supposed to work, since we're here. Work for me. So you work. And moving on along. This is the water heater. Pressure relief valve drain termination point. It's supposed to be pointed towards the ground. And it's not supposed to be terminating any further from the ground than 6 inches. And it doesn't have a friend. What do you mean it doesn't have a friend? I mean, it doesn't have a drain for the safety pan. You don't have a safety pan drain. Primary drain discharge is too high. Does not have a 90-degree fitting coming out. When that water comes out, okay, it has the potential to come out at 200 psi at 200 degrees, blowing hot steam across anybody that's trying to get. No, that's wrong. Air conditioner's too close. This is the lawn sprinkler control conduit for all your zones. You think water can get off in there? You think water can get in there? I do. I think water jump right off in there. You think that's right? No, I think it's supposed to look like that. Oh, that's broken down there, exposing all of our little wires. No, 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 no. But are you through yet? This video is getting kind of long. Oh, hold your jets. We're almost there. Hold your jets. We are almost there. We are moving on along. We're going back to where we started, actually. We're going back to the beginning. Alright. There's Tammy Faye. She always makes a cameo. She's a little dirty because she just spent 10 days in West Texas driving between these things I can't recall the names of. Okay. This is supposedly the check valve for the lawn sprinkler system. I cannot tell because it's covered with debris. I can see a bleeder valve right there. I cannot see a main water shutoff valve. There's insufficient access. It should be lined with gravel like that other valve was with the rusty handle so that you get around. You know, I've seen the tops of these valves that were missing the whole bottoms of the valves. They'd been bypassed. You know, so just seeing that one little valve doesn't, I don't have any confidence in this. This should have been excavated and lined with gravel so you can see the valve, get your hands around it. We should have isolation valves on both sides of the check valve, and we should have a main water shutoff valve to the whole sprinkler system. And none of that stuff can be verified in its current condition. And the cover leaves a little to be desired.